I don't know, folks. I don't know if these sun rays actually prove that the sun is close or not. I've been doing a lot of thinking on this, and I was going to make a video about this, but I mean, it almost kind of does, because you can see how they're slanting away at you this way too, not just this way. Okay. Thank you. See, you can see the sun on the other side of the clouds almost. No, maybe that's just my point of view there. It almost looks like you can see the sun going down at an angle away from me. I know it's coming towards me at an angle, but that could definitely be because of perspective. Just like the train tracks on the ground get smaller as they get together, and then they come wider. Angles just, I don't know, it almost looks like they're going away from me. That could still be coming at me though. I don't know. I would need a higher point of view to be certain. So I really can't say whether or not it would look like this if the sun was far away or not. I know David Weiss did some really neat things with the whole how much a light shines and at what size and how far away you can see it, things like that. Yeah, isn't that just gorgeous though? I love living out here. And he little rainbow. Y'all see that? I'm not seeing where it's ending. I see where it's starting. Well, we got bright blue up here. It's starting to open up. This morning. I think the sun's going kind of quiet. Yeah, you see the rainbow there. Yes, I'll put on my seatbelt. I'm not seeing the other end though. Must not be, I don't know. You can really see every color. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. Not seeing the violet though. What to make of the sun's rays, or the sun in general for that matter. It cannot be a sphere floating above a flat plane very close. It just isn't, it isn't what it looks like when we watch it. When you watch a sunspot travel throughout the day, if the sun is coming at you and passing over your head, I mean, I did this during the solstice, the summer solstice. I got it was the 21st, I believe, this year, and it was on the 18th. I did an all day. It was a beautiful clear day, and I got an all day time lapse of it. And it's not like you see, and I got a good sunspot too. It was a nice big one. I believe it was 3 big ones, kind of getting from big to small. But you see them in the morning, and then in the evening sun was coming at me, it's only 14 degrees to the south at the beginning, or that's at midday. When it's at its highest point in the sky, it'll be 14 degrees. Or what is it? It's only 14 degrees south of where I am. So it was 60 some I forget what it was. No, it was higher than 60 something. I don't feel like doing the math right now, but and it was rising far to the north, well beyond, straight east. We talked about that earlier. And as it comes at you like this, the sunspot doesn't eventually face away from you as you would think it would. If you understand what I'm saying, you're looking at a 3D sphere, and then the sunspot coming at you. As it went by you, you would see the back side of the sphere, or at least a different side of the sphere. It would look differently, and we're not seeing that. It appears to be, I don't know, I can't say that. I can't say that it appears to be. In my humble opinion, I mean, granted, I've only been doing this for 6-7 months now, something like that. So I'm fairly new at this. But in my humble opinion, it could not be a sphere only a few thousand miles up. It just cannot be. Now, could it be the reflection off the dome of a light from much further away shining down on us? That is one of my guesses. That is what that is. That beautiful, warm, wonderful thing in the sky that we see every day, that gives life to everything, is not an actual object. But then again, I almost think that it has to be an object that the light is shining at, or is reflecting off of. Wow, look at this big pig. How often do you see something like that? I love it out here. Yeah, he's definitely not one that looks like he's roaming around normally. He got out of somewhere. I lost my train of thought. Oh, it can't. It's just not. It's not a sphere. I'm thinking the light source is from much further away. That's why you see the moon pointing up when it's crescented sometimes, and the sun is almost down at the horizon, and it looks like the moon is getting its light source from somewhere else. I think both the moon and the sun are getting their light sources from somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know. They don't appear to, at least to the eye. I don't know. You really need a model to do this stuff with, and if you don't have the data, it's really hard to make an accurate model. It is. It's hard to do. There could be a little bit of curve in some places. I don't know. I mean, I know atmospheric distortion can do an awful lot to the bottom of images when you're looking at them at long distances. And other days it can be clear as a bell. I mean, I know they like to say things like refraction and just, there's evidence out there, clear evidence of how our eyes work and how lenses work and how atmosphere can distort things, especially at long distances. But it still doesn't mean that, I don't know. It's hard to say that it's perfectly flat. I can't confirm that. We have the material to find out on the water somewhere. I mean, they could make something, what was it? Mark the line or raise the line or whatever Brian Mullins wanted to do. Setting that thing up, that would be a mile long or 2 miles long, so you could see the 30 some odd inch drop that you should get at 2 miles, 32 inches. I can't do that experiment, you know, I can't. And even if it was done, I don't know, it would still be, I mean, they did the laser experiment over that one lake. Oh, I forget who it even was, and they had a laser technician out there and everything, and I wasn't sure if they measured it perfectly flat or not. I don't know, folks. I really can't say one way or another what the shape or how big. I mean, if it's actually, I don't know, the whole sky just throws everything off. For any model, the sky is, they have had to create so much garbage and hoopla, black holes and dark matter and antimatter and the, what is it, the great attractor and all this ridiculous nonsense just so gravity could work, because otherwise gravity doesn't make sense, folks. That's one thing they don't tell you, is why they're making up all this stuff. It's because for gravity to work, there has to be something out there pulling on these objects, making them do the things they do. Instead of looking at it and trying to figure out what it's actually doing, they make up excuses and reasons and just fantasy objects for them to make it so it's possible so their model can still work, instead of questioning the model. They just create things because the model has to work, and that's not science. That is not science. That is a religion. That is making it fit. Sticking with what you already have and forgetting about what reality says and making up things that don't exist but somehow have to be there for the model to work correctly, so they are there now. Poof. No, that is not science. That is ridiculous nonsense. I'm sorry, this video is getting long. Yeah, it was about sun rays, and then a little bit about the sun, and then about ridiculous nonsense. But this is good times for all, everybody. Signing out. Yeah, I don't think sun rays really, I think they would still spread out as they got closer to us. No matter what distance. Even a flashlight shines, you know, all the way past as far as you can see, and it looks like it's getting wider and wider and wider. If you're in its cone of light. So I don't know. It would have to be enormously huge if it was as far away as they say it is. That's... and it was all based off of, oh wow. Okay, well, this is good times for all, everybody. I'm going to be signing out here for real this time. If you got this far, thanks for watching.